Welcome to Wealth Hustle 247 podcast, your trusted guide to financial literacy, business innovation, and entrepreneurial success. Learn how to grow your wealth, make informed decisions, and turn your ideas into profitable ventures.
In this AI-generated podcast, discover how business systems and automation can unlock long-term enterprise value. Learn how to streamline operations, boost efficiency, and build a business that grows and thrives without constant hands-on involvement.
Running a growing business, it can sometimes feel like trying to conduct an orchestra where maybe half the instruments are out of tune. And nobody seems to have the same sheet music, right? You're just tackling more and more complexity.
Yeah, absolutely.
But what if you could bring in tools that, not only get everyone playing the same tune, but maybe automate some of the less inspiring parts of conducting?
That's a great analogy.
That's really what we're diving into today.
Exactly. It's really about moving beyond that feeling of just constantly juggling everything,
Right.
And instead building a more resilient, a more efficient operation. We're here to sort of unpack how understanding and implementing business systems and automation too can provide that crucial framework for sustained success.
Okay, so let's make sure we're on the same page then. When we talk about business systems, what's the core idea we should have in mind?
Well, think of it maybe as the structural blueprint for your business. The established processes, practices, policies, the technologies you use to manage, everything from finance to your sales pipeline.
Right.
Ultimately, it's about achieving your objectives. It's about having a defined, consistent way of getting things done.
Across the board.
Across all areas,
You got it. A deliberate framework. And then automation comes in to, handle some of the heavy lifting within that framework?
Precisely. Automation is where technology takes over those repetitive or maybe manual tasks. You could be automatically updating customer records or, using sophisticated software to manage your supply chain.
Okay.
The real power, I think, lies in its ability to streamline those established processes, reduce the margin for error, and really optimize how your business operates.
So the core mission then for this deep dive is to understand how strategically combining these things, well-defined systems, intelligent automation isn't just about incremental improvements,
Right.
but about fundamentally driving lasting growth and building significant long-term value.
Absolutely. We're really looking at how this powerful combination can reshape your business's trajectory.
All right, let's dive into the specifics then. One of the most immediate benefits, I imagine, has to be around just making things run smoother.
Definitely.
How do business systems and automation actually boost efficiency and productivity day to day?
Well, automation immediately boosts efficiency. It does that by offloading those repetitive, often time-consuming tasks that can really bog down teams. And this translates directly into, faster turnaround times and a significant reduction in errors.
Which is crucial.
Yeah, a crucial advantage when you're looking to scale your operations. It also frees up your team's bandwidth, allows them to focus on more strategic things.
Yeah, the things that actually drive growth.
Initiatives that directly contribute to growth, exactly.
Can you give us a tangible example? Our listeners, they often appreciate concrete scenarios they can relate to.
Oh, absolutely. Let's consider automated inventory management. So instead of someone manually counting stock, logging it, maybe miscalculating reorder points.
Which happens.
It does. The system tracks inventory levels in real time. It automatically triggers reorders when stock dips below a certain point.
Oh, okay.
And it can even alert you to potential discrepancies. Think of the hours saved, the reduced risk of stockouts, or even excess inventory.
Right, holding costs.
Exactly. It's a significant streamlining of a really core operational function.
That makes perfect sense. You're not just saving time, you're minimizing potential losses too. Now, what about the bottom line? How do these systems and automation actually contribute to reducing costs?
Well, the cost benefits are multifaceted. Automating tasks directly reduces the need for manual labor.
Yeah.
Right, so that impacts your payroll.
Sure.
Furthermore, by minimizing human error, you avoid those often substantial costs associated with mistakes.
Like incorrect billing.
Incorrect billing, production flaws, you name it. And when you leverage systems like, say, cloud computing, you gain scalability without the traditional large capital expenditures on IT infrastructure.
Cloud computing. So that's kind of like having access to enterprise-level computing power.
Yeah.
But without having to buy and maintain all that hardware yourself.
Exactly that. You're essentially paying for the resources you need as you go,
Pay as you go.
which allows you to scale your tech infrastructure right alongside your business growth. You avoid those big upfront costs and, the risk of your own hardware becoming outdated.
Okay, infrastructure cost makes sense. What about other direct cost savings? We touched on customer support earlier.
Right. Automated customer support chatbots, for instance. They can handle a large volume of routine inquiries.
FAQs and things.
Answer frequently asked questions, yeah.
Right.
Even guide customers through basic troubleshooting or order processing, all without needing a human agent.
24/7, presumably.
Often, yes. So this not only reduces staffing needs for that frontline support, but also it tends to enhance customer satisfaction through instant availability, quick resolutions.
Lower costs and happier customers. That's a pretty compelling combination.
It really is.
Now, as businesses expand, especially maybe those with multiple locations or franchise models, maintaining consistency, that can be a real headache.
Oh, absolutely.
A consistent brand, operational standards. How do systems and automation help ensure that uniformity?
Yeah, consistency is just vital. Vital for brand integrity, for customer trust as you grow. Standardized business systems ensure that core processes are performed the same way
Everywhere.
across the entire organization. Yeah. Regardless of location or who is performing the task, this creates that predictable, reliable experience for your customers.
And automation then acts as the enforcer of those standards.
Precisely. Yeah, you could say that. Automated systems embed your rules, your policies, best practices directly into the workflows themselves.
Okay.
Take an automated financial reporting system.
Right.
It ensures that financial data is captured, processed according to the same accounting principles everywhere, all departments, all locations, and reports are generated in a consistent format at regular intervals. This just eliminates inconsistencies and gives you a clear, unified view of financial performance.
So it's about kind of building in those best practices from the start.
Yes.
Rather than relying on individual employees to remember and, execute them perfectly every single time.
Exactly. It takes out some of that variability.
Now, with all these systems running, there must be just a wealth of data being generated.
Oh, absolutely.
How does that feed into making smarter decisions for the business?
Well, this is where I think the real strategic advantage starts to emerge.
Okay.
Business systems and automation provide this constant stream of accurate, timely data. Integrated analytics tools can then take that raw data and transform it into actionable insights into customer behavior, market trends, the efficiency of your own operations.
Right.
This really empowers you to move beyond just assumptions or gut feelings.
Yeah.
And make truly data-driven decisions.
So instead of guessing which marketing campaigns are working best, we can actually see the results.
Exactly. In near real time often. This data can inform decisions across really every aspect of your business.
Like pricing.
Optimizing pricing, personalizing marketing, fine-tuning your supply chain, identifying opportunities for process improvements.
Okay.
For example, business intelligence tools, BI tools,
Right.
connected to your ERP system, can provide detailed reports on sales trends, inventory turnover, customer preferences. That lets you make informed choices about, say, product development or target marketing, resource allocation.
That's a really powerful shift, isn't it, from just reactive problem solving to more proactive strategy?
It fundamentally changes the approach.
Now, we've talked a lot about internal improvements, efficiencies, data, but how do these systems and automation ultimately impact the people who are, most important to any business, the customer?
Yeah, that's critical. And in today's market, customer experience can be a major, major differentiator.
Yeah.
Automated systems offer numerous ways to enhance that. CRM systems, for example, allow for really personalized interactions by tracking customer history, preferences. Automated email marketing can deliver relevant, timely messages, making customers feel more, connected, seen, perhaps.
And those chatbots we mentioned earlier, they aren't just for internal efficiency gains, are they? They provide instant support to customers, too.
Absolutely. Chatbots offer immediate responses to common questions. They can resolve simple issues around the clock, provide consistent information.
Right.
And that level of responsiveness, that accessibility, it significantly improves customer satisfaction. It helps build loyalty.
Yeah.
When customers get prompt, efficient service, it really strengthens their overall perception of your business.
It all seems to circle back, doesn't it? Efficient internal operations lead directly to a better experience for the customer.
It's deeply interconnected.
Okay, let's maybe take a broader view now and think about the long-term impact. How do business systems and automation contribute to the overall value of a company? Let's start with sustainable growth.
Right. Well, business systems and automation, they essentially lay the critical groundwork for sustainable growth.
How so?
They enable a business to scale its operations without being constrained by manual processes. As a company grows, the sheer volume of transactions, the operational complexity,
It ramps up fast.
it can become overwhelming, yeah. Without a solid infrastructure of systems and automation to manage it effectively, growth can stall.
So it's really about building a foundation that can actually support that expansion.
Precisely. Think back to, say, a business that automates its core financial functions, like accounting, invoicing.
Okay.
As their sales volume increases, the automated systems can handle that surge in transactions without needing a proportional increase in admin staff.
Right. You don't need 10 more accountants just because sales doubled.
Exactly. And this allows the company to focus its resources, its capital, its people on strategic growth initiatives,
What?
developing new products, entering new markets, driving long-term expansion without sacrificing profitability.
That makes perfect sense, growth, without that kind of exponential increase in administrative overhead. What about a business's ability to, weather storms, adapt to changing market conditions? How do systems and automation help with resilience and agility?
Yeah, resilience and agility are just essential today. The business landscape changes so quickly.
It really does.
Well-designed business systems, particularly those using cloud technologies, they provide inherent flexibility.
Okay.
They allow organizations to adapt more readily to market shifts or, unexpected disruptions. Automation then enhances this agility further by enabling quick adjustments to operational processes.
Can you illustrate that? Maybe give us an example.
Sure. Consider a company with an automated supply chain.
Yeah.
If there's a sudden spike in demand for a product, or maybe a disruption affecting a key supplier.
Like we saw recently.
Exactly. The automated system can quickly analyze the situation, identify alternative sourcing options perhaps, adjust production schedules, or order quantities across the whole network.
Wow.
This rapid responsiveness minimizes the impact of disruptions and allows the company to maintain operational continuity.
So it's about having that built-in capacity to pivot, to adjust course quickly when you need to.
That's a good way to put it, built-in capacity.
Now, a key aspect of long-term value is definitely staying ahead of the competition.
Always.
How do systems and automation help a company gain and then maintain a competitive edge?
Well, by effectively leveraging these tools, businesses can achieve significant advantages. The cost efficiencies, the productivity gains we've discussed. Those can translate directly to more competitive pricing or perhaps greater investment in innovation.
Right.
Furthermore, the superior customer experiences that automation can facilitate, they foster stronger customer loyalty. That sets you apart in the market.
And it's not just about doing the same things faster or cheaper, is it? You mentioned automation can free up your team.
Yes, absolutely. Free them up for innovation itself.
How so?
When those routine, repetitive tasks are automated, your employees can dedicate their time, their energy, their brain power to creative problem solving, developing new products, new services, exploring new market opportunities. This focus on innovation can lead to real breakthroughs.
Okay.
Breakthroughs that create a significant, sustainable competitive advantage.
Finally, then, let's consider the sort of broader impact. Who ultimately benefits from the strategic implementation of business systems and automation in terms of that long-term enterprise value?
Well, the benefits really extend to all the key stakeholders.
Okay.
For investors, clearly it means improved financial performance, stronger growth potential.
Right.
For employees, it can lead to more engaging, more strategic roles, less drudgery.
More fulfilling work.
Hopefully, yes. And for customers, it translates to consistent, high-quality service, a better overall experience. Ultimately, all this creates a stronger, more valuable organization.
Right.
One with a solid reputation, positive stakeholder relationships. It all contributes to lasting enterprise value.
So it really is about building a more robust, more valuable entity from all angles.
I believe so, yes.
This has been a really insightful exploration. It seems clear that business systems and automation aren't just, trendy concepts or buzzwords.
Far from it.
They seem like fundamental pillars for navigating growth and achieving sustained success.
Absolutely. In today's world, which is so fast-paced, so data-driven, businesses that strategically embrace these tools are just significantly better positioned.
To survive.
Not just survive, but to really thrive, to lead.
So for you, the listener, as you look at your own business or maybe your role within a business, perhaps the key takeaway is to identify those areas where bottlenecks occur, where inefficiencies slow things down, where the strategic application of systems and automation could, well, not only streamline your operations, but also unlock significant potential for long-term growth and lasting value. What's maybe one area in your business that could benefit most from a smart system or even just a dose of automation?
It's a great question to ask.
Definitely some food for thought.
That's it for today's episode of Wealth Hustle 247. Be sure to follow, like, comment, and share with others. Keep pushing toward your goals, and we'll see you in the next episode.